Hi, this is our July report for MM2H and related matters. June was not a good month for Malaysia. We've been in lockdown for over 4 weeks now. The initial lockdown period was 2 weeks. It was extended for a further 2 weeks. And during that time, the government came out with a national recovery plan, which consisted of 4 phases, getting us back to the new normality at the end of it. And we are currently in phase 1. To get to phase 2, certain targets were set. The number of tests, positive tests, had to fall to below 4,000 a day. The number of people in ICUs had to get away from the critical level, and 10% of the population had to be vaccinated. And even in phase 2, there were still a lot of restrictions in place, but things would ease a little bit. Currently, all non-essential businesses are closed. Restaurants and bars can only do takeaway business, even though there's apparently very, very few cases originating in restaurants and bars. The shopping malls are basically shut down. The only businesses open in them basically are F&B and 1 or 2 other permitted businesses, drugstores and do-it-yourself shops, that kind of thing. So basically, rather depressing time. There has been an improvement in the number of daily COVID-19 cases. It's improved by about 30%, which is on the face of it not bad, but the sad thing is it transpires that the number of tests being conducted has also fallen by about 30%. So in reality, the positivity rate for those tested is just as bad as it was 4 weeks ago, which is making a lot of people ask, why are we in this lockdown, which is causing a lot of people to lose jobs, and many SMEs are now going out of business. Doesn't seem to be producing the results people like. There's just over 6% of the population being vaccinated, so we're still somewhere off that 10% target. And it's not at all clear when phase 2 will be permitted. Parliament is not open and has not been open since January this year, when a state of emergency was declared. And as a result, there's very little in the way of checks and balances on what the government is doing. The King recently urged the government to open up Parliament again, but so far they don't seem inclined to take his advice. So not much good news. The borders are obviously severely closed. The only little spark of positive information was an immigration officer told us, unofficially, that if you're trying to return from one of the 23 banned countries and you have had both vaccinations, there is a chance that you will be approved. Obviously, you need to attach some evidence of the vaccinations when you apply for My Travel Pass in order to get back in again. A quick reminder for those that want to leave the country, any foreigner is free to do that whenever they want. If you want to get back in again and you're an MM2H visa holders, you have to use the My Travel Pass app before you leave, stating you're in Malaysia, why you're taking the trip, and that you would like to be able to come back. If they approve it, you'll be assured that when you finished your journey, you'll be able to get back into Malaysia. Otherwise, you leave, of course, but you're taking your chances. So I would like to tell you there's some light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm sure there is. It's just that it's so dim we can't see it right now. I hope by next month I'll have better news for you. Just a reminder, we are TEG Media. We publish the Expat magazine. You can read it online if you go to expatgo.com. You can also read Census of Malaysia, which is a quarterly magazine which gives you good insights into the country if you have an interest in that. And our mm2h.com website is where this video is usually hosted, but it also has all the rules of the previous MM2H program, and we suspect a lot of those will stay in place. We don't know that because no details have been announced of the new program, but I think it's a reasonable guess that a lot of them will remain the same, although obviously we expect some changes. So in conclusion, have a good month, and I'll talk to you again towards the end of it. Take care. Bye.